think it's really necessary for everyone to try it once in a lifetime. Because it's personally, I had my first volunteering and it's really changed my mind forever, changed my life 180 degrees. And that's what I'm trying to offer and show people that they can do it through my platform.
Not all people abroad are familiar that there are Arabs and Palestinians who live in Israel. So we are representing ourselves. We are coming from different fields, different ages, different cities, different villages for like one big goal, which is to represent our culture.
A warm welcome, dear Dovies, to another episode of the Diary of Volunteers on Earth. And in this episode, I have two super interesting guests who are not only representing the organization that they work and volunteer for, but who are also representing their identity, their roots, and their people as Palestinians. And I met Noor and Yazan volunteering at the 2024 Bansko Nomad Festival. Yazan was there as a speaker, and Noor and myself, we were part of a big group of volunteers, about 80 volunteers. And Yazan is the founder of HomeAway, a platform that organizes solo and group volunteering trips. And Noor is his social media expert on his team, and together they have grown the platform on Instagram to a whopping 270,000 plus followers, which is really cool. And their aim is to inspire other people to volunteer and to step out of their comfort zone, to foster growth and make all of this happen through volunteering experiences. So I was super excited to interview them for this podcast. And I just wanted to add a quick disclaimer. As you will hear later, their story is very personal. It's probably also very political, and obviously it's their opinions, it's their perspectives as they describe their identity as descendants of the so-called 48 Palestinians. I tried to not navigate this conversation too much into a political direction. I wanted to keep it focused on the main topic of the Diary of Volunteers on Earth, which obviously is volunteering. If you do not agree with anything that they say, I very much encourage you to reach out even directly to them, because as part of their mission for HomeAway, they want to help to make peace, and they are willing to have difficult conversations, obviously in a respectful and in a compassionate way. So, and also of course, feel free to reach out to me. So without further ado, here's Noor and Yazan and HomeAway.
Cute. Cutie patootie.
Yes, we're good to go.
Yalla.
I'm here with Yazan and with Noor. Actually, I should have said ladies first. First mistake. And we're not in your office, even though it looks like it with the flag. We're in Nestwork, which is a co-working space in Bansko. And this is where we met 2 days ago, yes. Right? I think 2 days ago, because we are all volunteers at the Bansko Nomadfest.
Exactly.
And probably there's going to be an extra episode on the Bansko Nomadfest with some of the people from the festival. But you and you're a big group of people here. You have your own volunteering network, I guess. Is that the correct term for it?
Yeah, platform, stage, yeah. Okay. Platform is the best word.
And Yazan, you're the founder, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about HomeAway.
Okay, HomeAway, basically, to make it more simple, it's a platform that really inspires more people to volunteer abroad in purpose of improving, to get more confidence in life, to open up to the world, to expand their horizons, and have amazing culture exchange that may change their lives. That's the point of HomeAway. It's not really focused on cheap traveling, because volunteering is a cheaper way to travel, but that's not the point, because people are more encouraged to do it, not because it's cheap, because it's really needed. I think it's really necessary for everyone to try it once in a lifetime. because it's I personally I had my first volunteering and it's really changed my mind forever, changed my life 180 degrees, and that's what I'm trying to offer and show people that they can do it through my platform.
How did you come up with the idea? Do you remember? Was it a process or was it like one?
No, for sure not. It's not like one idea. Just I woke up and okay, I will do it. No, it came from a personal experience because 3 years ago when I finished my degree, I studied computer science, by the way. So I was supposed to be a software engineer.
Okay.
Boring.
Maybe something that your parents wanted for you?
Yeah, kinda. Except my parents were really like good with me. They were like, "No, choose whatever you want," and I chose to be a software engineer. I think the money thing was one of the big reasons to choose software engineering because everyone knows that you can get a lot of money by working with companies, whatever, and maybe you can also be free and travel around with your laptop and do things. But anyway, I felt through my studying that I'm missing a lot in the world, and I was a bit more ambitious than more people around me, and I wanted to be more international, to do something big, huge. So I didn't really know what is it, but I heard a calling, like you have to go out somewhere. And then I started to look for something interesting to do after my degree, instead of go working in a company. And that's what I did. I was for a few months looking for programs, cultural exchange programs, volunteering. Even I was just looking randomly, not even for volunteering, just looking for something else, something new. And then I was introduced to volunteering abroad, and then I found this website for internships in South Africa. And I was like, well, what is an internship? I didn't know about it. And apparently internship is like to go abroad and to do unpaid work in a field that you are interested in, to get to know that this thing is for you or not. And so it was really unknown. It's really mysterious for me to try this because I wanted to know myself more about if I really want to be a software engineer or not. And then I went to South Africa to do an internship in computer science. So I was working in a software engineering company as a software engineer, but for free. And I went for 6 months. 6 months, half a year, long term internship, and I had the best experience in life. Really, it really changed me. I met a lot of people. I improved. I improved my English. I got more confidence. I even were connected more to my roots, my origins, where I came from Palestine, and connected with all these people. I make deep friendships from everywhere in the world. And I was introduced to a new world, which is volunteering and backpacking and solo traveling. And I met a lot of people, made a lot of connections. And I think that was a big trigger when I was like, okay, that's an amazing world. It really can affect you in a positive way. And then I asked a question to myself, like, why I am the only Palestinian between a bunch of 80 people from Europe and the States. And then I realized that everyone do it, and they do even 3-4 times internships in their lives and volunteering abroad and these kind of things in this purpose that I told you. And I decided to go on a mission and bring it to our culture and make it really common and known. And that was the big trigger to creating this platform. But there also was a process. When I finished, I went back home and then I started to work in a tech company remotely. It was in South Africa, and then started backpacking too, and then met more people. And then it was a process. I was marketing it like the internship thing on Facebook pages, posting, writing a lot of things. But people, they were like, who's this guy? What's internships? Like, I don't trust you. Why would I go to South Africa for 6 months? And then I was like, okay, I need to change the plan. I need to market it in a different way. And then I was like, we should create a platform on Instagram account and make videos and create content about my experiences, so people can see me do it, not only talk about it. I do it so they can see, and then be like, oh, okay, that's cool. I want to try it. I want to try this place, this same place. I want to go there and do this experience. and that's how it came up. Like maybe at one night I was like, oh, okay, let's do it, you know.
But that's how it happens.
It's a process, yeah.
Nice. Noor, do you remember how you found out about it?
Uh,
Or did you guys know each other before? No.
no, how I found out about it is that Yazan started publishing in universities groups to raise awareness about volunteering in South Africa. And I was like, when I saw it, I was like, this guy is from a city next to mine, so I want to know more about it. So I remember texting him on Facebook, and I was like, I'm interested in doing an internship. And then he explained more about internships, that I need to do it for at least like a month or something like that. And I was like, I was maybe in my first or second year in university, and I don't have 1 month to escape reality and go do an internship. I asked him a couple of questions, and then I disappeared. And a while later,
You disappeared? What do you mean? You ghosted him?
I continued my life, you know, in university, finishing my courses. A while later, maybe like 1 month later, he opened up the HomeAway page on Instagram. We're talking in the beginning of 2022. Yes, so it's like two years ago, 2.5. Yeah. And he texted me a couple months later, asking me if I'm still interested in the internship programs. I was like, I'm still stuck in university. I wish I can just like take 1 month off at least and try it. And you know, I disappeared again, went back to university.
She's so good with it. She's so good. It's like, I'm interested, and then she's gone.
So a couple months later, it popped up to my head that I want to text Yazan and ask him if he wants any help with promoting the page. He had a couple of thousands followers. He was like, I don't need promotion right now. I'm focusing on videos. I even asked him to work with him for free, to volunteer with him, because I wanted to expand my work in graphic design and content creation. So he was like, no, I'm doing fine, but I'm gonna keep you in mind if I need anything. Once again, a couple months later,
This time I ghosted her, sorry.
in March 2023, he texted me and he was like, what about if I give you a job opportunity to design me some stories, posts, to organize the programs, the files. And half a year later, we started working on our website. We started organizing our programs more. We had even more reels on the profile, so people started registering more, and the platform got bigger and bigger and viral in just a couple of months. So I'm happy since that day to be a part of something big, something so inspirational. I deeply believe in the message or many messages behind HomeAway, and that's why I'm still working, you know, like 1 year and 3 months later, and I'm looking forward for even more big things.
Let's talk about one of those messages, because you guys have your t-shirts, like the whole group yesterday. You guys were rocking up in your t-shirts, and like immediately spotted I carry my identity in my heart you have on the back.
Yeah.
With the QR code, but also the sentence.
Also, it's written here.
Yeah. Also here on the flag. What's up with that? I mean, I get the message, but how did you come up with it? What is the meaning of it for you?
So it's also basically for a personal experience, you know, from personal experience. Because when I went to South Africa the first time, as I told you, I was the only one from Palestine. And because of the way we lived in and the conflict that we live in because we are Palestinians, but we live in Israel and we were born in Israel. So on paper, we are Israelis, we're not Palestinians. But originally we are Palestinians. So our grandparents, they stayed in Palestine. It was Palestine before, and then in 1948, Israel came and established a country. And our parents, they weren't displaced, they weren't grandparents, they weren't displaced, they didn't leave their land, they weren't killed. So that's how our parents were born, and us after that. But at some point, our grandparents got a citizenship and passports from Israel, forced by them, and leave their old passports. That's how we grew up with this. So I was born with this papers, you know. So I didn't choose to do it. but still we are Palestinians, you know, and you grow up really confused about who you are. Because okay, you grow up and you speak Arabic, you are Palestinian, you say you are from Palestine, and then you go to school and you realize, okay, you live in a Jewish state, but you're not Jewish. You're either Muslim or Christian, and then they force you to at school to learn Hebrew, which is okay. What's Hebrew? I speak Arabic with my parents, even with my friends. Well, what is it? And that's the official language, and your language is not really officially known. I recognize there also. So these confusions grow up with you, and there's both sides. Like in one side, you are not the most loved Palestinians, I would say, because of this passport, because you're considered Israeli. But also, if you want to be Israeli, you're not even welcome to be Israeli. Either we are citizens, we face a lot of struggle, we face a lot of inequality, less opportunities, less jobs. You have to make more effort, 2 times more to prove yourself. The education system at school also a bit different. We learn more languages. There's a lot of struggles we face, and then we go to work, and you see kind of racism, inequality, and you can't really grow as a business or entrepreneur. There's no support, no fundings. So for ambitious people, I would say it's even more worse. For me, it was really a nightmare. Like I can see the concrete ceiling above me that I can't really cross, and I want to do more. And even so, when we are really confused about who we are, traveling was one of the options that, of course, privilege that we had because of this powerful passport. But when we go abroad and people ask us, "Where are you from?" Then we're like, "Oh shit, where am I from?" You know, it's like, "I'm from Jerusalem." You just like mumbling anything, you know, just cities to just pass this question because it's really uncomfortable. And that
I sorry to interrupt, but I was exactly the same the last couple of days. I was like, just now earlier when I was thinking like about the weather in your country, in Palestine and Israel. Like I even wasn't sure how to refer to it. So it's like even for me it was confusing kind of.
Yeah, it is. So we and also so I went to South Africa and I was the same. Like I was really shy and embarrassed to say where I'm from, but all these people are talking about themselves like I'm from here, I'm from there, I'm from there, and they like speak proudly, and then they reach me, it's like, where are you from? It's like, oh shit, again, what should I say? But then for the first time in my life, I start to speak up. I start to talk about my feelings, about my culture, about who I really am, and people hear me. And because you're not really allowed to speak a lot back home, because you know political things, and you get even more racism because of that if you say you are Palestinian, whatever, not holding a flag. So I was really free to say it for the first time, and I really connected to this feeling. It was really like, oh my God, this is nice. I'm really proudly I can say I am Palestinian. Okay, I got this passport, but I don't care. What I say, what I feel is the most important. And also one more thing, because when people ask me where you're from and I say Palestine, mostly people don't know that Palestine exists anyway. And if they know Palestine exists, they don't know that there's Palestinians like me living in Israel. They mostly know about Gaza because of the news, and the West Bank too, because Palestinian territory is kind of, but we as 2.2 million Palestinians living there, we're like non-existent, you know, they don't know about us, and that's made me really furious. I was like, why? I exist. I do things. I have dreams. I can do big things. I can affect the world in a positive way. So creating this platform is like really connected me to my identity, and that's like, okay, I want to expose more Palestinians to this amazing world that I lived in, this experience in South Africa and more internationally, and also introduce the world to Palestine and to Palestinian culture, and even the conflict that we live. That's the idea.
Do you feel like that this sort of, I don't know if I want to call it branding, but like at least those messages that they help you to speak to the people more directly, does it help you with like the marketing aspect, for example, of the platform?
So the thing is, yeah, it's something, it's needed. Like what I'm doing, it's really needed. Like we need to go out, we need to speak up more, we need to have these kind of experiences. So when I speak about these things, I can really directly connect to people. and it's one of the big triggers for succeeding and reaching a lot of people, because I'm speaking from the heart and I can touch the hearts that I'm that for the people that are watching me on videos. Because I speak about that a lot, and not I don't use it as advertising. It's just like, you know, I speak what I feel, and apparently I connect with a lot of people when I speak about it.
I can imagine. So what are you guys doing here? In short. No, you can take your time. We have time.
Basically, we are here to represent Palestine in the first place. Yazan has a speech which is very important for him and for HomeAway, and to represent where we come from, our culture. As Yazan has mentioned before, that not all people abroad are familiar that there are Arabs and Palestinians who live in Israel. So we are representing ourselves. We are coming from different fields, different ages, different cities, different villages for like one big goal, which is to represent our culture and to meet new people, to learn from them, to learn from their skills, to be exposed to so many fields, to get to know people from so many fields. So being here is such a big thing for all of us. We all have so many things to learn. And even I imagine, or not only imagine, it's my vision that I'm gonna go back home with so much growth and so much things to do. So I'm here to learn, to grow, and to scale up what I can do. I have information, I have skills that, you know, it's never enough for me. I always want more and more and more. So this place is such a big opportunity for us to grow individually and as a team, as a platform, and everybody who came to be a part of this festival.
Do you feel like you've always had this sort of growth and learning mindset?
I think we are, as a human beings, we do have this sense of curiosity, but it depends on each person how they treat it. It's something that you can train. It's like, there is this type of people who would like say, oh, I want to grow, and the same day you find them doing the same, drowning in the same routine, not, you know, pushing themselves forward. But for me, it's like, it's always has been like, no, I want to learn more, I want to grow more, I want to know this and know that. And if I see a person doing something, I would look at it like I want to learn how he does it. Even if it's not related to money, it's important to me to learn new skills in life. I don't know whenever I'm gonna have the chance to use it, or maybe if I don't use it, it's important to learn new things always. So I've always had this energy that yes, I want to grow, I want to learn more. It's never enough for me. So, but it's something that I trained with the time. Like sometimes you have it this big, like I want to learn this big, but when you do something bigger and you achieve something bigger, a bigger goal or a bigger vision, it's like, no, this is just the beginning. I want more and more and more. So we humans are greedy, but not in a bad way.
Some are.
Some are, yeah. But I'm talking about positive greedy.
Yeah.
Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Stay hungry, stay foolish. All right, okay, I like that. Writing that down for later. So you guys you're a group of 17?
Yeah, 18.
And you all have a volunteering role here. Well,
except me, because I'm a speaker.
You're a speaker. Monday or Tuesday?
Thursday.
Thursday, okay. But everybody else, they have some kind of volunteering role. What's the process, or what was the process like beforehand? Like, is there an election process? Did people have to apply to come here? How does that work? Because in case people out there might be interested.
Yeah. So we have not easy process, I would say. Not hard, but not easy process to for applications. So people sign up because we have 250,000 followers on Instagram. So a lot of people sign up a lot, and we ask a lot of questions. You know, the questions that's really like, oh my God, I don't want to answer this question that is really annoying, but it's
Can you
really
give an example?
why you're the better. Why would we choose you for anyone else? Like these kind of things, like 5 weaknesses. These interview questions. That's really annoying, but it's really needed because I want to reach specific people who are really passionate to do it. If they know we exist and they watch us and they follow us, so they will go and answer these questions fine, because they know already like there's a lot of signups, and it's for a purpose to choose the good people. And even that, after that, we have interviews, one-on-one interview with the volunteers who sign up, potential volunteers, and then we have to accept them according to how they present themselves, how they're passionate. Depends also which program they choose. Some programs they need more skills. Some programs need more good English skills. These kind of things. So depends on the program, and then we start to, if we accept them, we start in the interview to encourage them even more and prepare them like mentally, because it's the first time for them to go abroad alone, volunteering, solo traveling. So it's not easy. So we try to help as much as we can, and through their volunteering trip, we're not like alone. We are there. We can help you. Anything happens, we are here. You can ask us. We can help as much as we can. So it's like a full process, and then we make sure you're there. You arrive to the place. Everything is good. If you have a trouble, adapt there, because sometimes people have a hard time. Leave home, leave parents, and suddenly you live in a farm in Italy. It's not something it's not really common, and then they feel bad. So okay, we can do one-on-one meeting, Zoom meeting, to make you feel more comfortable and try to help as much. So that's why I'm gonna go back for the cheap traveling. Our platform is not the cheapest because of this process is really long. We do a lot of work because we are, I would say, in the inspirational business. We're not really in the traveling business and the volunteering business. It's more about the inspirational business. It needs a lot of energy to inspire. It's not so easy. So we do a lot as a team, as a volunteer, as a team member who owns programs. He needs to do a lot of things. It's a big process. That's why we take more money for signups.
This might be a stupid question, I don't know, but is it open for anyone, or is it exclusive to Palestinians? Or if somebody hears this and they're like, oh wow, cool, it still sounds super interesting, I haven't found this opportunity anywhere else, can they still go and sign up with you?
Yeah. It's open totally in English. Our website is in English, so it's for everyone. They can go, they can read full information about the volunteer. It's not like other platforms, because they write like, a paragraph, for example. I don't want to say name platforms, but it sounds like, okay, you come here, you do this, and that's it. I mean, come on. I provide full information. You'll do this hours, you'll be here. So it's more a trustworthy platform. Our platform is really like people can take a risk to buy a plane ticket and go and have a good experience, because we did it before. As team member, we travel to the place first. That's so important. And that's we are the first platform to do that in the world. We go to the place first, check everything is cool, have the experience by ourselves. We check the host is good, he treats volunteers in a good way, he provides, he try to have a good experience, make them have a culture exchange program, not only just work for hours and go and eat and sleep. No, that's not the point. And we had some bad experiences, and we don't put them, of course, on the platform. That's why we are more trustworthy, because we did it before. We have a lot of videos, we provide full information, and we are sure that the environment there is ready to accept you. But then you have to do it by yourself. Like we provide 50% of the experience, that's for sure. But the 50%, the rest, you have to adapt more, to try to make yourself feel better and decide that you're gonna have fun, because a lot of people struggle to adapt and maybe they need more time, maybe. So the program's like 2 weeks, and they like the first week it's really hard, and then the second week. So it depends. So we say we provide the first half, and the rest of the half is you have to do more to try to adapt more to the situation and have fun.
And how many opportunities do you have at the moment? I mean, you're obviously still or constantly growing, but
Roughly is like 30 programs almost.
okay.
Yeah, 30 different programs. But it is growing so fast. Like I think the next month we'll add 5-6 more.
Wow.
And usually the volunteering in Europe is kind of fully booked. So people because it's easy and it's really close. Africa, for example, is a bit like far away, and also there's stereotypes, and that's part of that. What we're trying to do is to inspire more people. Like, no, guys, go to Africa; it's amazing. And yeah, but we have a lot of programs, and there's like a team. Because at first I did it by myself. I was the one who traveling, making videos, posting, opening up programs. But now with the team members, like amazing, inspirational people that they can influence and talk on camera and make videos and create content about their experience, so they can go and check for new places and then bring it to the platform under their management. And for the sign up, of course, for the money wise, we split like the fees and the commissions based, like this kind of things. So anyone, it's open even for anyone who tried any program in the world. For example, you went to volunteer a lot, right? So you know places. So for example, okay, let me connect you with this place, but I will be the manager for that. And then I will do the interviews, I will have the process for registration, and we get a commission-based sign-up. So anyone who sign up to your program, the platform gets money and you get money.
Okay, I see. Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you were saying that you did the internship in Africa, right?
Yeah.
Have either of you done any other volunteering before HomeAway, or is that basically like the first experience?
This year I started going, not working all the time behind the screen. For months I've been working behind the screen. In February I went to Switzerland to the ski program. In April I went to South Sinai, and right now I'm here in the Nomad Fest.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is my third experience.
Nice.
It has been a blast.
Like for example, with me and Noor, because we work together one-on-one, because she's a social media manager and a graphic designer, and she manages the website, so we work a lot together. From far away, of course, I'll be like traveling somewhere, but she has school still, but we work a lot. But for others than Noor, that they are team members, they already travel and they find programs and they put it in the platform. Okay. So yeah, so it's a different. For her job is different, but also she can do the same thing. Yeah. When she finishes, she will go abroad and try to find other places. So this opportunity is available for anyone who wants to inspire more people, not only to get money, and that's really important. Money is good, don't get me wrong, I want to be rich. Really, I want to be rich. I want to be a financial empire.
All right. You heard it, people. Watch out, he's coming for you.
I want to be a financial power because money is a tool to do things, good things, and I want to keep this message, the inspiring message, to make this world better. And that's why I didn't, when I started this platform, I had opportunities to do it like a, how to say it, a non-profit organization, whatever, and get fundings from here. But I was like, I will not get much power of it. Like, you know, I'll be like, okay, I need these fundings. Come on, can you give me? And a lot of letters, and I will be depending on the West, and I didn't want that. That's really
okay.
That was really important. I want to be independent. I want to be the powerful financial power, and because that will make a difference. I will not be related to other people who can really fund me, or the governments that they can fund me. I didn't really care. So yeah, I want to be a financial power and do good things to the world and keep in the same path.
I'm going to challenge you a little bit, if you don't mind, because I like doing that on this podcast also. Do you think, or are you ever, I don't know if scared is the right word, maybe mindful and respectful of the fact that like money, power, all of that stuff, it corrupts, you know, like a lot of powerful people, they maybe had like, you know, an idealistic vision or something like that in the beginning of their project or of their vision. And then as they go along, and they don't even maybe notice it themselves, they have been fully corrupted by, I don't know what you want to call it, the system or whatever it is. Are you mindful of that? Do you think about that?
I do. And I said it a few times. Maybe when I was a bit, you know, at the beginning, because I saw businessmen, I saw people who owns money and do projects, even though it's not as inspiring as what I do, but still, like I would say, they're a bit like, you know, more into money wise and earn more money and maybe lose some of the message. So I was like, oh my God, maybe I don't want to be like this, but maybe like I will be forced to be like this. So I grew this awareness through the path, and then at some point, and actually it was because of the Nomad Fest thing, because I heard a lot of ideas and a lot of tips how to grow up and scale up, and it was most of them more clearly to own more money. And I always were like a bit embarrassed because of my before mentality. I was scared to have more money. And then one guy, he's awesome, and he was like, you give, like I said some few tips for you, but you give me reaction that you don't want to make money. And he said that for me in the Nomad Fest in Switzerland. His name is Richard, but he's an amazing guy.
You can shout out. Shout out to Richard.
I feel like I can learn a lot from this guy. And I didn't know that I give reaction in my face when I hear money. And then he told me after that, because I spoke in a conference, and he told me after, like, you give me reaction for money, so apparently you don't know, you don't want to make more money, but I think you can make more money to do more for your message. And then this thing is like, okay, wow, I felt like I had goosebumps, and like, okay, man. And then I switched my mentality, okay, and I'll be like, no, I'll be strong and I can make money, and I'll be a financial power, but I will stick to my message. I will not be corrupted for any reason, because anyway, the big trigger for creating this platform is feelings, you know. And I don't think that this feeling will leave me. I grew up with it, and I love it. I love what I do, and the most amazing feeling, really, like I wish everyone will reach this kind of feeling that earning money and by doing positive things is one of the best feelings ever. I love it. I love it so much. So I don't look at money as a bad thing, because people, you know, kind of grow up as like, he's rich, so he's bad, you know. And the money is not the most good thing, and I disagree. I just disagree. I look at money in a different way right now, and I'm really strong with this belief, and I don't think I will be corrupted.
Interesting. Yeah, I would maybe consider myself to be someone who's skeptical of our capitalistic system and all of that. I wouldn't say that everybody who has money is evil. Definitely not, because I also know some rich people. They are really nice, and they have, you know, a very positive vision, and they want to make the world a better place. Like we talked about yesterday a little bit of that. I don't know if I talked to you about it, but that I'm a scout. Not the wildlife scout.
With the shedding.
Yeah, like shedding, exactly. And their motto is literally making the world a better place. And of course, whenever you have like a big organization that's operating worldwide, obviously you're gonna need a lot of money to operate that. So I get that for sure. Yeah, super interesting. Anything we haven't covered that you guys feel like we should talk about?
Maybe I can add something, because you asked and she answered like about why are you here. I mean, in spite of presenting Palestine and this kind of message that we have, deep message.
You're going to go even more philosophical?
Maybe a bit, because it is the truth that we want to to be present here, to be exposed to the people, and people know that we exist. And collaborations is also like good, and make more money is good, and creating more programs with people and meeting more people here is also perfect. But I would say, because because I have a speech and people told me to begin writing your speech, what is your goal from coming here for presenting? So I was really deep thinking why I want to present in front of nomads or business owners. Is it the money thing? It's always there, it's good, but I would love to collaborate with others and create more programs, even from scratch, and create something new, totally new. But I think deeply, this speech is happening because it's an invitation for everyone. I want to inspire more people to do more good things and to join me on this journey, to make a difference and bring peace and make this world change a little bit, because it's not going well.
Yeah. Well, we have some issues, that's for sure. Yeah. We have some problems that we need to solve collectively. We are all in it. Exactly. We're all in it.
I can't do it alone.
Yeah.
And I want more people to join this dream to make this world better. And I think this community of nomads and the travelers, they know, they connect, so they can understand. So if I say, let's do something, they'll be like, yeah, let's do it, because they understand, they want peace, they want to connect to the world, filling the gaps, bridging cultures, these kind of things. That's what I'm looking for. So this speech is more an invitation for everyone to join me on this journey and to make a difference and bring peace to the world.
Nice. If it's only that, should be easy, right?
Hopefully. If I say it correctly.
If it's a good speech. Nah, I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. I'll be filming it since I'm part of the content team. Have we spoken about your role here? No. The volunteering role? What is it you're doing here?
In the evening activities team, sign up on the registration. So basically, when people go to activities, we make sure that they are registered, so no one would come out of nowhere and join us. So we will make sure that everybody's there. And yeah, that's it in conclusion. Yeah, to make sure everything is organized in the right way.
Maybe we should add context for people out there, because most of them, they're listening to this episode, they don't really yet know what is Bansko Nomadfest kind of. So it's, and you've been here, what, last year? Or?
No. This is the first time here in Bansko, but I went to a Nomad Fest in Switzerland.
Okay.
It was a small one though, but yeah.
Okay. So it's apparently the largest Nomad Festival in Europe, I believe. Yeah. So there's going to be around 800, 900 people here. All of them are arriving as we record this. Tonight is the opening ceremony. And you were mentioning the unconferences, and I was confused about the unconferences when I saw that on the program. So do you mind explaining shortly what that really is? Yeah,
so unconference is a small stage that you can go up and speak about something interesting, maybe your business. It's like the same thing, but just a smaller stage, I would say. Okay. That you can go, okay, there's a spot here in this hour, so I put what I want to present, and people will be like, oh, that's interesting, maybe I'll go there and hear out, and maybe they can find, like, if you're a business owner, you're not an official speaker here, so you can speak about your business and to have more collaborations.
Okay, so like crowdsourced speeches, basically.
Exactly.
More or less.
Yeah.
Like small workshop.
Yeah, and usually these unconferences is more powerful than the actual official presentations. Yeah. It's because you're free, you're not like really prepared, more spontaneous, and that's how I did it like last time in Switzerland. And we started like with 3-4 people, and then everyone came to hear more, and everyone was giving tips. So you are out there, not like to present, kinda. It's just to listen, to present to explain more about your business and take tips, listen to tips from the audience. Mm-hmm. There's like more also to help you grow up or scale up and find some ways. Yeah.
Interesting. I'll be curious how that's going to be. Yeah. So that's what we are here for, basically. As volunteers and as a speaker respectively. Yeah, I think we can wrap it up. Do you guys have anything that you think is we still need to get out there or get on record, basically, about HomeAway or anything else?
I can add something. I think it's important that people always wait for the right time or right opportunity. And they say, when I graduate or when I take a break of work, or like to have time for those kind of experience. I want to let people get the idea that it's not about feeling ready or having the time. It's about creating the time and seizing the opportunity. You know, you cannot always like put excuses, oh, I have work, or I have to study, or I have this and that. You will get caught up in life and you wouldn't have any experience. It's just get out there, get out of your comfort zone, create the time out of nowhere. Just take a break from the race we live in, the race of trying to make more money, to study, whatever you're doing in your life. Just take a break, invest in yourself, go out there and participate in you know, special experience that will change your life and give you growth that you would, like in 1 week or 2 weeks or a month, that you wouldn't even do in your normal life in a year. So I'm just trying to give people the message to invest in themselves.
Preach.
Yeah, and I will add for that also that it's cool. Like the traveling life is nice, but it's not the ideal thing, right? Like it's not. But usually it's something that everyone wants. That's the you know the ultimate goal to travel around the world and have a business online, be a backpacker, these kind of things.
Sorry, I'll interrupt you. Actually, a lot of people don't want that at all.
Yeah.
I found like they don't want that at all.
That's the point. That's the point of like HomeAway is not for travelers.
Yeah.
It's not for travelers who already travel. It's to switch mindsets for normal people who have a normal job and they love their job, they love their life, but there's an opportunity for you to go also and try these platforms, and we make it easy for you because we know where to go, where we have to go, because we experienced it before. As I said, this is trustworthy, and pay a plane ticket and go without thinking, because we provide the best experiences. So you don't need to be a traveler to do it. You can have a normal life, amazing life with family, settle down, everything works, but also an opportunity to grow as a person, to go to this experience, come back with different ideas and even grow your normal life, which is maybe the good life, you know, and you love it. And it's not only, it's a normal life, that means that's not the best life. You have the best life, so improve it. You can all the time improve and learn more. That's the point.
Awesome. I always end the podcast with 2 questions. And the first one is, you can write a letter to a person of the past, the future, the present, fictitious person, real person, doesn't matter. Who would you write your letters to? And what would roughly be the content?
I would, because I put myself as a top priority in life, and not as a selfish guy. But I want to do a lot of things. When I put focus on myself to grow and learn, I can really give the others in a good amount, a specific amount, the enough amount of energy, of inspiration. So when I would send a message to myself, my future self, that I still love you, you're doing good, do more, don't be corrupted by money. And I can't wait to meet you in 10 years from now.
There we go. Yours?
I would actually do the same, because I cannot pour out of an empty cup. So I gotta be, you know, in a position where I use my full energy, my full focus to be the best version of myself, so I can give to others. So I would give this message also to my future self, maybe in 3 or 5 years, because whenever you go to a job interview, they ask you the big question, which is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because it reflects a lot about the way you think and the way you perceive life, the way you perceive your skills and what you are looking forward to. So I would tell my future self, I'm looking forward to meet you. And I believe that I'm gonna be where you are not right now. I work pretty hard, and I'm proud of you to make it this far. And I believe that even in that time, I would wanna motivate myself to even do more. I'm always gonna be hungry. I'm never gonna be like, oh, that's enough, you know. I always wanna do more, so keep it up and always do more.
You guys are adorable. And the very last question is totally unrelated to the first one. What's your favorite bird?
Bird.
Eagle, for some reason. I just came up to my mind.
Okay. Any particular eagle or just?
I don't know if there's types, but yeah,
There
there
is,
is types. Okay.
You can just say eagle.
Yeah, eagle. But when I see an eagle, like, oh my god, yeah, I get this feeling. I just came up to my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know what is it called, but it's the bird that was in Game of Thrones.
The raven.
The raven, yes, the raven, because it's smart. And it plays a big role in the nature, I guess, and in Game of Thrones.
In Game of Thrones, your Game of Thrones fan. There you go. Shout out to George R.R. Martin. Finish your book, you old bag of meat.
Yeah, I love dragons.
If they were only real. Cool. That's it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I'm glad we made it happen before everything kicks off, because I think there's gonna be so much going on the next few days that it will be very tricky to find a time to sit down and do this. So
It's a world of opportunities.
it is. Shukran.
Shukran.
Afwan. Shukran.
There you go. That was the conversation with Noor and Yazan from HomeAway. I hope that you found it interesting. I hope that you maybe felt a little bit inspired. Like Yazan said, they are in the inspiration business, which is something that I really liked. Maybe you also noticed that HomeAway is a little bit different maybe from the organizations that I've had as guests so far, as they are a full profit organization trying to enable volunteering for others, which I haven't done in the past. Nonetheless, I hope you liked it. Yazan actually came up to me after the podcast, or maybe the evening after, I don't remember exactly. And he was like, man, you asked this question about the birds and I said eagle, but actually I was thinking about it and my favorite birds by far, I just didn't know they were birds, are penguins. Because he saw penguins for the first time when he was volunteering and had his life-changing experience in South Africa. So this is what penguins sound like. And this is what a raven sounds like. And that's it for me today. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment something, hit like, share this with your friends. If you can afford it, go find my PayPal and make a little donation, because this is what I want to live from, which is difficult enough. So yeah, until next time, thanks for your attention. Much peace, much love, much dove. Jakob.